What's happening, guys? Beast Bailey back again with a video. Some news going around. Mike Bobo making the return back to Georgia. Mike Bobo, the man, the myth, the legend. But Mike Bobo is returning to the University of Georgia as an offensive analyst off the field role. Very interesting. Very interesting. This is. Mike Bobo was the offensive coordinator at Georgia from 2007 to 2014, and he was the QB coach from 2001 2006. He was at Georgia for a very long time. He was almost there almost the entire time Mark Richt was there, and he left in 2015. He became the head coach at Colorado State. He was there until 2019, and then he was, I think, offensive coordinator at South Carolina and Auburn 2 different years. It might have been somewhere else. He come back to Georgia as an offensive analyst. I guess he wants to know what it's like to be a national championship winning team. I don't know. This news has kind of upset a lot of fans. Having Mike Bobo come back, the news is really, a lot of fans are kind of 50-50 on this one. It's a very 50-50 drawn line between this right here. A lot of fans are happy. A lot of fans are upset, pissed off. They don't want him anywhere near the play calling, and that's understandable. I agree with that. I think the reason people think that is because Will Muschamp was hired as a defensive analyst, and now he's a co-defensive coordinator. And let's be real, he's going to end up being the full-time defensive coordinator. Let's just be real. Stop playing. Him and Will Muschamp and Kirby Smart are BFFs for life. So he's gonna be the full-time defensive coordinator. I'm telling you. I think they're gonna be like the co-defensive coordinator through the offseason. Now they could be during this 2022 year, they might be, letting both of them be the play callers. But Kirby, he calls defensive plays most of the time too. I mean, he's there. He's not the one really calling them, but he's there in that discussion. Like, Kirby's going to have an input. He wants to. I'm pretty sure he has to know what you're going to be calling. Like, he wants to know what we're doing, and so Kirby always will have his head. He will always have a hand in the defensive play calling, I believe. So Glenn Schumann, I don't know much about him. I don't know what role he had before on the team. I don't know. Never heard of him. But that's just honesty. I'm just gonna be honest. I've never heard of him. I made a video about Glenn Schumann, and when they found out about they were gonna be the co-defensive coordinators, but I said, was he the special teams coordinator or something? No, he was Scott Cochran was the guy I was talking about. That's who I was thinking of. It was Glenn Schumann. I was thinking of somebody else, but. Going back to Mike Bobo, I don't know. I hope he does not end up becoming an offensive coordinator again. A lot of people are kind of fearing that. They're kind of afraid of that because they don't want his play calling to be around the Georgia University, because we finally have an offensive coordinator who will utilize the passing game. Brock Bowers broke the passing touchdown record for a receiver, and he's a freshman tight end. A freshman tight end broke the Georgia receiving touchdown record in a season. A freshman tight end. AJ Green. Riley Ridley. Michael Harvin. Terry Godwin. The list goes on and on. Chris Conley, nope. Malcolm Mitchell, nope. George Pickens, nope. Jermaine Burton, nope. The list goes on and on. Brock Bowers is the man. Let's just be real. But yeah. Mike Bobo, and I have a thought. because when I see these guys getting hired, I immediately start, my brain starts running. I start thinking 3 years down the road. Todd Monken, will he be at Georgia in 3 years? I'm going to go ahead and say no. I don't think Todd Monken's going to be at Georgia in 3 years. And here's why. If Georgia is successful, he's gone. If Georgia is not successful, he's gone. So that's just how it works. If Georgia were to repeat and win the Natty back-to-back, which I think is highly unlikely, that is very unlikely for any team to do that. Alabama was the last team to do it in 2011 and 2012. Highly unlikely. Georgia has the talent to do it, in my opinion. I think the talent bridge is closed. I think, we pretty much replenished what we didn't have. There's going to be some defensive players who played very limited last year, but they're going to be playing. And there might be a couple of true freshmen playing. So, look at the true freshmen this year on the offense that helped out. Lad McConkey, A.D. Mitchell, Brock Bowers, a couple of linemen. We had true freshmen all over the offense this year. The offense next year, I'm not worried about the offense. As long as Stetson Bennett can play remotely like he did this year, as long as he can play like this year, but the defense is the question mark. That is the question mark for next year, is the defense. The offense, if the offense can average 35, 38 points a game, I'm fine with that. Fine. Because that only becomes a problem if you play a team like Ohio State or Alabama. That's it. But back to Todd Monken, if he were to leave, Mike Bobo would be the first person to be asked to be the offensive coordinator, unless the university says, no, we do not want Mike Bobo in this role. We've seen what he did there. He had the role for 7 years as a coordinator here. And look, from 2007 to 2014, what did Georgia accomplish? And from 2007 to 2014, what did they accomplish? They beat Hawaii in 2008 in some bowl. I can't remember what the bowl game was. I wasn't watching football this time. I did watch that game, though. But I wasn't watching football like completely every game. I was just tuned in, Like I said, I didn't start watching football until 2011 full time. That's when I finally invested my time into it. And so, I beat Hawaii. 2009, we had Matthew Stafford. Was Matthew Stafford still there in 2009? Might have. Matthew Stafford there in 2009? No Sean Marino and all them boys. Tavares King, Marlon Brown. I don't know. But, yeah. So, because he didn't accomplish nothing from in the latter years, 2011, 2012. Nope. We had good years. 2013 was Aaron Murray's last year. Got hurt in the year. Hudson Mason stepped up. We had Hudson Mason in 2014. Decent year. It was an 8-4, 9-3 season. Decent year. Then in 2015 we had Grayson. I can't remember who was the offensive coordinator. Jim Chaney. Was it Jim Chaney then? God, I remember Jim Chaney. Man, was he worse than Mike Bobo? Might have been. Man, Jim Chaney was garbage. Then we, But, yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of one of the things I worry about, because I worry about when these guys leave, who's going to replace them. I still believe Joe Brady is probably the best offensive coordinator on the market. If you're looking for an offensive coordinator, I'd be looking to get Joe Brady. Just get the dude. He didn't work in the NFL. That's fine. Nick Saban didn't either. And look at him. So, yeah, look at Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer is a great college coach. He's a 3-time national championship winning coach with 2 different teams. NFL? No. You can question his person, like his personality. You can question that. You can question how good of a person he is, whatever. But when it comes to coaching college football, Urban Meyer is successful at coaching college football. Let's just be real. He's given Florida their last national championship, and he's given Ohio State their last national championship. So, what else you need? You know, what else? So, yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, Mike Bobo, hopefully he is helpful in a way. But, peace.